Anger about atrocities in Matabeleland and Midlands were perpetrated by Mnangagwa, who was then Minister of Security back then, and he is refusing to own up to genocide atrocities he committed at the behest of the Commander-in-Chief Robert Mugabe. To vent anger on the utterances Gutu made, instead of Mnangagwa the main culprit, it smacks of cowardice. How many times has Mnangagwa come to Matabeleland to gloat on us? Why did we not openly protest, or even put it on media that Mnangagwa is not wanted in the region if he does not own up to murderous and criminal acts? Genocide he and his cohorts committed to innocent people. Mnangagwa promised to put Gutu atrocities and the formal burial of victims who are languishing in shallow graves. He has done nothing substantial so far. These judges and advocates who were selected to deal with the case were selected by Mahadi, never to deal comprehensively with the Gutu issue, but instead do some cosmetic shows here and there. It does not make sense to shout loud about Gutu, and yet Mnangagwa flies in and out of Bulawayo and Matabeleland without any protests of a kind, be it in writing or coming out to demonstrate his presence in a region still feeling the pain and loss of victims of genocide. Mnangagwa realizes the fear in our people, he plays at ease with the pain and fear of the Ndebele region. How many people of Matabeleland has he bought to speak favorably on his behalf? He has even allowed Eddie Cross to write some silly book to sanitize Mnangagwa from the atrocities of genocide he committed in our lifetime. Mahadi sanitized Mnangagwa when he was still VP. When Mnangagwa was done with him, he jettisoned him like a used-up toilet paper. It would appear as if even Ndebele people who are feeding on the honey jar can sell their souls against their peoples. We want to hear people from this region to tell Mahadi to quit, ban him from Matabeleland. I found the book written by Eddie Cross excessively insulting to all those who were affected by the actions of the 5th Brigade, who literally culled Ndebele people like animals. Ndebele people should be banning Eddie Cross from living in this region and relocate to Harare or to South Africa, where his second home is. If I still remember what Gutu said, Gutu is a tiny event. This utterance in comparison to killings, rape, destruction of lives and livelihoods is wide and far apart. Yes, let's tackle the very people who were part of the killing spree who are still alive today, and one of them is Mnangagwa himself. Can we start by writing articles that clearly state that this murderous president is not wanted in Matabeleland because of unresolved genocide intents he perpetrated in the early years of independence? Gutu is a small fry in the scheme of things. The real person, the real culprit to put pressure on is the president more than Gutu's utterances. Can we not see these differences between the two? Mnangagwa and Gutu? Can we not see how Mnangagwa is disregarding genocide of the past? Gloating on us that Mnangagwa is the best boss he has ever had? Why not ban such a fool from coming to Matabeleland? Mnangagwa wants to build a mansion in a land considered to be sacred. He is desecrating a site considered by the villagers sacred. Why talking about it only and not tell him never to come to the village again, ban him from the region because he is daring Matabeleland too far? Mnangagwa, just by association with Mnangagwa, is equally a criminal, no less. We cannot afford to continue to condemn Gutu, and we fear those who are worse criminals than Gutu. It does not give an impression of bravery, courage, and forcefulness. We have an obligation to the departed who were murdered by ZANU and the 5th Brigade to speak out without fear wherever we are and by whatever means. We must continue to seek justice on their behalf. Mnangagwa and all of them who were part of the killing crew must be hounded by whatever means. We must also tell them that we shall never stop seeking justice, even if they died. History books will be filled with atrocities and crimes against humanity that took place after Zimbabwe's independence. I shudder to think how big will be written journals or academic history books regarding Gutu and his utterances in comparison to Mnangagwa, who has been at the helm of a government that has blood on their hands, and they continue to kill and murder the people of Zimbabwe. Nobody really knows, and we shall never know how many young people perished during the coup that took place in 2017 ousting Robert Mugabe. It is common knowledge Mnangagwa is a killer. Let us put our act together and we ban Mnangagwa from coming to gloat on us in Matabeleland. Even if he came with his overly large security details, the people shall have demonstrated disdain, shall have put a show, and will have said it loud that he is not wanted in the region of Matabeleland. This will be one of a mark on his legacy in words and deeds.